lot of trouble. Kind of stuck here. So today we're going to Currawong Falls. Currently in Anglesey, which is only about 20 minutes or so away from Currawong Falls. It's been crazy traffic, which has been really weird. But anyway, it is a really nice day today as well. It's 25 degrees or so, so it's going to be a beautiful walk. Currawong Falls, there's only one part of the walk that I'm going to be doing today. The walk itself is going to be about 12 kilometers. Should take about 3 hours, but knowing me, I'm probably going to go and explore, and maybe it's going to take closer to 5 or something. We're really excited for this because the falls are about halfway through, so there's going to be a lot of walking to there and then back again and all that. It's a loop, so we don't actually walk on the same part at any time, but we will get back to the same place, which is really exciting. So I'll be there about 20 minutes and we'll go from there. And here we are at Currawong Falls track. Of course, we're not quite at the falls yet, but we're just at the track. As you can see down here, the track. I did do a little intro when I got to the place at my car, but the audio wasn't recording, so we're doing it here. The track, it said, was about 10 kilometers to the, no, as a round trip. Of course, it's a loop, so that's gonna take us a fair while, but I've already been walking for maybe 10 or 20 minutes before I realized that the audio wasn't working. So I have no idea how long it's gonna take to get to the falls. I believe it's before halfway, so if the track takes 2 hours, it might take an hour to get there, so we're probably not that far away. But this is pretty synonymous of what the track will look like. It's just dense bushland. It is this kind of bushy, gravelly track. It's actually quite a nice track, to be honest. So hopefully we'll get to the falls, or something interesting and not too long. I've been walking for a fair while now, 40 minutes nearly. We're at Melaleuca Swamp. Doesn't really look like a swamp to me, but it is still quite a pretty place. I'm hoping that we aren't that far away from the falls. Surely not. Now this looks more like a swamp. There are so many ferns and stuff around here, and just track has gotten kind of small here and you can barely see it. But this is what I'd call more of a swamp, and a lot more of what like the Australian bush is. Like you go into the Otways and they're all ferns and stuff like this. But it kind of makes it a lot cooler here, like in temperature. Which is pretty cool, because it's quite hot in the sun. But we've come to a bridge in the middle of nowhere. That's pretty cool. It's just like a rock face. But it's to have a little bit of problem. There's 2 tracks here. I came from that track. There's another track there. Another track up there. But I'm presuming that's just going home or something, or... Oh no. This track I don't think goes anywhere. Unless this is... It's possible this is Currawong Falls, or no, I said that wrong. But anyway, because I know that it dries up over summer and we're in the middle of summer, so that could actually be the falls. It's a bit steep, but I'm gonna try and get down there. So there's no way of doing this with my camera in my hand, so we've gone to the GoPro here so that you can see if I do end up falling, because this is quite sketchy. I'm gonna have to slide down like that. Somewhat surprised that went as well as it did. And now I think we gotta go up again, kind of. We can go further down into the falls, or we can go up. I don't know if the GoPro can see that, like up onto the rocks. This is not easy. There is nowhere really to put your hands in. There's ferns in the way. I feel like this track has not been used in a fair while. It was relatively dirt free until now, but at least we're almost up. We're looking pretty good. It's easy from here and we're on top. Wow, there is absolutely no water here. But that was quite a climb. It would be nice if there was some water here. We'll have to cool off a little bit. There seems to be just a hole at the bottom there. And the riverbed kind of seems to go nowhere. There's no point going along there. So I think we've kind of made this track for kind of no point, but that was fun anyway. And now unfortunately it's the time that we head downhill, which is never as easy as going uphill, but is almost always funner than going uphill. So hopefully nothing bad happens as I'm climbing down. I almost feel like running this would be the easiest way. Okay, oh, almost tripped. Well, we made it past there. I kind of almost fell into that, which wouldn't have been good, but doesn't matter. Now we've got this, which is quite steep and slippery. I'm just gonna hope for the best here. I've got these to hold on to. That's kind of useful, as long as they don't come out. If that came out, I would be in a lot of trouble. I'm kind of stuck here. No, we're fine. Okay, we did it. We made it up. Now we can continue on with our journey. I kind of hope that wasn't the falls that I trekked all the way to, because they could have been better. But anyway, I'm going to head back to the normal camera now. We're coming up to something here. There is a rather large drop. There is a rather large rock. And there's a little built up area, like a little lookout. I guess this is it. Currawong Falls. Yep, there's no water here, but my voice is echoing. That's kind of cool. There's a massive sheer rock face. Down there, I'm guessing that's going to be where the water falls, if there was any water. I'm guessing all the way down there, that would be like the pool of water, because I did see that, like, I think you might have been able to swim out here, if somewhat illegally, I think. All the way down there. I have no idea, but this is a pretty cool little place. I mean, I would have liked if there was water here, but it was my own stupid fault for coming in the middle of January. No, there doesn't seem to be that much more to do up here. It's just a nice little lookout area, and the track continues. Maybe 20 minutes or so past the falls, finally found a guy that was a biker. So I thought I was completely alone, but one mountain biker is on this track. But anyway, I've come to this spot, which, once again, don't know how much the camera will show this, but we're really high, and there's kind of just a drop there. And what's more is we're still going higher up. We're going higher and higher. I don't know at what point we're going to stop going high, and in which case probably start going down, like on the path back to the car park. But if we get more views like this, up on top of a mountain, then maybe this adventure can be saved. Still going further up, so we're by no means done yet, but the views are getting just a bit crazier. Somewhere that way, there's like a weird pole. It might be the Aireys Inlet lighthouse, which might be that direction is the ocean, but I really have no idea. Do you see how high we are? And we're going higher. I have no idea how much longer for, but this could end up with some great views. For a minute, I thought I could hear a car or something. I'm like, there is no way a car is all the way up here. Then I realized, that ain't no car. That's the ocean. That's the waves. I think we're getting closer to the ocean, which means that my previous direction was definitely wrong. But I'm really excited. I really hope we get a good look at this ocean. Okay, we started going downhill. I haven't seen the ocean yet, but if I'm correct and we are starting to go downhill now, like forever, then that means we're about 3/4 of the way done through this walk, because I did look at a elevation thing before I left. But the one thing that like really gets me up here, so I can smell smoke. Like there's no fires around here at the moment. And when I look over across the Otways, there is that smoky haze, which means that it would be the smoke from the eastern Victoria and like New South Wales fires, which is crazy. I'm a really long way away from those fires, but I can still smell the smoke, I can still see it. It's crazy how much those fires have burnt and the effect that it's had on the people there. Just had my first sighting of a wallaby. I can just see him through the woodland there. Somewhere. Oh, that's my first real sighting of an animal in these bush. Obviously I've seen birds and that, but he kind of scared me. He was almost on the track here and then scurried off, and he's moving again. That's crazy. Finally found a wallaby. And I found a clearing in the trees here, which has just given me this spectacular view of the Otways I can see so far away. It's insane. Not much there, but it doesn't get much higher. But I do get this crazy view of the Otways. I just passed 2 more mountain bikers. It was kind of crazy. There's a total of 4 of us on this mountain today. But I also passed a sign saying that my car, is 3.5 kilometers away. So we've definitely crossed the halfway point. We're kind of close to getting back to the car. No ocean yet, which is disappointing, but maybe we'll still see some. We've still got 3.5 kilometers to go. That's going to take me an hour or so, I don't really know. We shall see, but we are definitely on the home straight. So after walking for, I don't even know how long, we have finally come to the view I've been waiting for. And I can barely see it, but there, we have the ocean all the way over there. We have Aireys Inlet lighthouse there. We have some paddocks. We have most of the Otways. This is an incredible view. Taking a closer look, that little white thing there, that is the Aireys Inlet lighthouse. So behind that, that clear blue, that is all the ocean. I don't know anything more, but that whole town there must be Aireys Inlet. But my goodness, this is a good view. It's nice and peaceful up here. There's barely any wind, but it's cool. And what's more, they even got a seat for me. So I'm just probably gonna chill here and take a bit of a break. So I've had a snack, I've rehydrated, I've just taken a nice break and had a look at this beautiful view. But I think it's time that we continue on our trek. We aren't that far away, I don't think. We're probably about 3 kilometers away from the car. So probably not too far. I'm not sure how much more interesting things are gonna be here. You know, it's pretty cool as well. While I was sitting there, I had a look at my walking app. And I've walked a really long way, and I'll show it here. It kind of looks like a wolf. Like it's got a straight back, and it's almost got like a mouth on this side. It's pretty crazy, but you can see I'm not that far away from the actual car now. Definitely over 3/4 of the way, I reckon. Now, I was not expecting to get another view out of this walk. I thought I'd just pretty much get to the car, but we have this. It's just a sheer drop. There is some rocks here. Not even sure if this rock's completely safe, but there is just a sheer drop. That's kind of insane. Like, I'm not afraid of heights, but I don't feel entirely safe here. That's for sure. These rocks, I'm sure they would have fallen if they were at all unsafe, but still, that is a long way down. And just as I was saying that, a family of bike riders came past. I'll be like, what is this idiot doing? But still, I cannot believe the sheer drop here. I can't even see any path down there, so I don't think we go down there at all. But it's a pretty amazing place. And I was standing right there. If you don't believe the sheer drop of it, or holding the camera out is like scary enough. This is an insane little place. I wasn't expecting to find anything better than the Aireys Inlet outlook, but it's probably not better, but it's still pretty cool. I see something through the bushes there. Oh, as soon as I started talking, he wasn't very happy. It's an echidna. Look at him. I mean, you can't look at him very well because of the dodgy quality of camera, but anyway, still, it's a little echidna. They're feisty. I mean, they could do some damage with those little pricks. But they're so cute. He's just dug his head into the bush or something. I don't even know, but I should probably move on and let him go about his business. Recently, I had a lot of mountain bikers come past me. 8 of them or something. I don't know, I guess it's a good time to mountain bike, but I think we're nearly done. Down there is a gate 2 metal gates. Oh no, just one. I don't remember seeing that at the car park, but a car did just drive past, so I'm presuming we're pretty close. And we're done. That was crazy. That was about 12 kilometers. A very, very long walk. Halfway through there, I was like, am I gonna have to do another walk today? Because there's not much going on, to be honest. But then, that was like after actually seeing the Currawong Falls, and it was empty and there wasn't much going on. But then we found the Aireys Inlet outlook, and then there was that other rocky outcrop that was really cool, and we found a wallaby, we found an echidna, we found a few other things, and at the end of the day, I think that was worth it. If nothing else, it was a really good just walk, like a bushwalk. So all in all, yes, I was slightly disappointed about the Currawong Falls, but half of it is my own fault for coming in the wrong time of the year. But at the end of the day, that's kind of the point of this channel. Sometimes you're going to go somewhere and it's just going to be a good walk and there's not going to be that much to see, but still, I've spent 3 hours walking, enjoying the fresh air and the views and all that, so it was still worth it for that reason. But not every time I go somewhere, it's going to be crazy, adventurous, mountain climbing type of thing. And that's just the way the world works at the end of the day, I guess. But even still, I hope you enjoyed this adventure. I hope you go on an adventure this week. Go anywhere, somewhere, it doesn't matter. Go for a walk. It doesn't even have to be out in the bush. It could just be anywhere. But it is most definitely worth it. So I hope you enjoy your week, and I'll see you for the next adventure. Fearless.